I'm Frank Kanshi. This is The Wave. As Thailand is finding its way out for agricultural and energy waste, a business delegation from Finland showcases its solutions on circular economy to Thailand's government and companies. Today, of course, joining us is the Minister for Foreign Trade and Development of Finland, Mr. Ville Tavio. Great to have you on the show, Minister Tavio.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us. It's a very impactful time for you to join in, to leading your delegation to Thailand, because there are so many issues we talk about on circular economy. What opportunities have you identified? Because of course you talked to one of the governor in Thailand, the Bangkok governor, Mr. Chacha. So just want to understand what suggestion that Finnish companies give it to the Thailand government and what you bring from Finland to Thailand.
Oh, that's quite a broad question. We have met various counterparts on the government level and all on the company level. With the city of Bangkok, we know that Bangkok is making 3 new waste management facilities, and there is of course a big problem with recycling the waste. So Finnish companies have expertise, and Finns have a lot of knowledge on this topic, as only about 1% of our waste goes to landfills. So we can we basically recycle the half and use it again, and the other half we use from waste to energy. So I think we have good models for this and good companies that have the expertise. So I'm leading a delegation of these companies professionalized in circular economy, and I think they have good offers for Thai companies to work together on. So definitely that's one part. On the big picture, we have the ambitious climate targets. Finland has 2035 and Thailand has 2050, and I think there's lots that we can work together. So of course, besides the energy palette, we are actually doing a Finnish solar panel factory working already in Rayong. So instead of having to buy the Chinese panels, you can also buy a panel made in Thailand by a Finnish company. But we have been discussing lots of these possibilities of circular economy and improving that, but also the biofuels, the biomasses, recycling of EV batteries, as Thailand is a large automotive manufacturer. So I think we have many areas that we can identify those problems and find those solutions together.
Many points you talk about are very important. One of that is EV, because of course Thailand aims to become the hub to produce electric vehicle in Southeast Asia. And when, of course, Thailand government wants to push for the growth of EV in Thailand, we have to see the waste EV recycling issues. But of course, Finland has developed EV industry for a long time, and Thailand is about to get into this industry. So what's your solution? What are Finnish companies' solution about EV battery waste?
Well, you have to be prepared that the EV batteries, they have a life cycle also as a product. So when that comes to an end, you cannot just dump them on landfills or anything. That would be an environmental catastrophe, which has been done, somewhere in some countries. So Finns have a long-standing expertise on how to recycle this material and put it again into value. So I think maybe this is one of good areas of business where Finnish companies can meet their Thai counterparts and develop together. Thailand, of course, is the world's 10th largest automotive manufacturer, and you have and the demand for EV vehicles is of course on the rise, and the demand is huge there. So just to meet that demand, at the same time, you need to really make sure that the life cycle of a battery is made longer, but also that at the end of the life cycle you can recycle the batteries. So I think that's something that Finnish companies have a good know-how and they can operate together.
Yeah, and I think this is what the Thailand government needs to deal with immediately, because you talk about the life cycle of the EV battery. Sometimes, normally it's just like 7 to 10 years, and the customer have to change the battery. So how to deal with the result of the old EV battery is the key. So one of the issue actually in Thailand is PM 2.5. It's the DOTS solution here that we have to see. Of course, it results from agricultural waste, because of course those farmers, they have to burn those left for next season. So from Finnish companies, from Finnish point of view, just want to understand, is there any solutions or any suggestion from your side to Thailand's government about PM 2.5 or agricultural waste?
Oh, I know there are actually, because I have 10 companies with me now where this is one of the sector that they are specialized in.
Yeah.
And Finns find the nature so important that I think our policies have always aimed on conserving the nature and our sea as well. So I come from a city that is by the sea. So we constantly look at how we can produce agricultural products also environmentally way. So I'm a politician, so I cannot speak like details in the engineering level, but this is something that I heard and learned a great deal from Finnish companies. So it's important that Thai and Finnish cooperation is strong.
And you talk about the strength between Thailand and Finland on trade too. This year, 2024, marks the 70th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Thailand and Finland. So what could we expect on the future cooperation between two countries? Of course, I have a data here. Between Finland and Thailand, the direct trade has amounted to roughly 400 million euro annually, which is equal to 15 billion baht. So how to increase it?
Well, my job as a minister for foreign trade is, of course, to increase the trade relations, and I think it's important to get the same mindset that the companies are ready to look for possibilities in Thailand and in Finland, and I think it's partly also of understanding that Thailand is a great hub for whole Southeast Asia. We are looking forward to having the EU free trade agreement with Thailand. Finland supports it fully. The government of Finland is a very business-minded one and a very free trade-minded one. We have hopes already that we could accomplish or get the negotiations ready and finalize the agreement already next year. But we'll see how it moves forward. But you asked me about the areas of cooperation. So like we've been speaking, the areas of clean technologies is one of the very important ones where Finland is a forerunner. But I think also in the all of digitalisation, you can see how Finnish products always have a digitalisation in them. So the Finnish offers are very much of digitalisation. Perhaps, for example, improvement or cooperation between gaming industry, or we could have a cooperation with the logistics. I know Thailand is building the logistic infrastructure, and always you have been investing into Eastern Economic Corridor, for example, for a long time. And Finns have a very advanced technology to the ports. So we have a digitalized, automatized port solutions, for example. Something that there's probably already some Finnish product in every port logistics. But there's so much to develop together. So I think the digitalization is one of the key points that Finland is now advertising globally. Yeah,
many industry you talk about are very significant, because actually I talked to some chambers. They say that green transition in supply chain is very important too, and this is what Finland is strong in. Another one, of course, we just saw the news this week. Finland has been the happiest country in the world for consecutive 7 years. Of course, Thailand is ranked at 58th. So just want to understand, in your opinion, is it because of welfare policy? Is it because of the public opinion? Is it because of infrastructure quality? What makes Finnish people so happy in the world? The most happy, the happiest citizens in the world. Why?
Yeah. Oh well, we are naturally happy to have be number 1 in the 7th consecutive year. Yeah. And to answer your question precisely, you have to understand that this ranking of happiness index comes from numerous different statistics, actually. So it's you combine a statistic, like you said, there's a healthy life expectancy, but then there is also the level of corruption. There is the freedom index. I mean, like all these combined. So Finland has a high trust in government and in official. People trust police. So actually, it's necessary to have all these institutions working the way that they are, that people can trust them. I think a big part of happiness in Finland is that we have achieved quite a good work and free time balance. I think that's of course important part, that people are happy doing their job, and also preserving the nature is obviously a big key in the Finnish happiness. So everything we do, we tend to do it very environmentally friendly.
You talk about welfare system, you talk about corruption, you talk about freedom of speech. That Thai people may feel reserved when it comes to this kind of criteria. So of course it's very important. But when it comes to the happiest country in the world, of course we have to talk about NATO's position, as Finland of course joined NATO last year. I just want to understand Finnish people's their opinion on the ground when, of course, Finland announced that, okay, they were joining NATO this time. The stance between Russia and Ukraine. Just want to understand what's the public opinion there? Does the majority of people support the government at this point?
I think Finns have a quite a good understanding of Russia because it's our neighboring country.
Yes.
So we see it's an obvious violation of UN chapter to attack another country and cross your military attack and cross the borders. So we are very disappointed, of course, that Russia has started waging of war in Europe. At the same time, it's important to note that Finns are very defense-minded people, where the defending of country by these statistics and these polls, Finns are one of the most willing nation in whole Europe to defend their country. And military is in a way it's big part of Finnish society, because so many men go through the military training and also many women these days. But at the same time, the military is not connected to the state. It works on its own. But I don't know if people are so happy about their country that they are willing to defend it, or maybe this willingness of defense somehow also contributes to the feeling of safety and therefore feeling of happiness as well. But joining the NATO is of course is one reaction that came out from the Russia's aggression, and I think Finnish citizens in general feel it quite natural to join the NATO, and also Finland and Sweden also now being part of NATO improves the Northern European safety in overall. So I think we are providers of safety to the Northern Europe.
Was there any reservation the Finnish government joining NATO? Because you talk about that Russia is just next to it. It's about geopolitical issues here too. Is there any reservation at that time?
There were very little reservation. Of course, in a free democracy, there always is some portion of people who disagree, or there should be, or otherwise it's not free. But this was a very small amount of people actually, and we have 9 parties in the parliament, and all 9 parties supported joining NATO, and that was the sentiment of the people in very, very high level.
Excellent. Another part of the world is undertaking the war to, of course, in Middle East we see in Gaza Strip. So just want to understand, of course, we just saw the UN Security Council has passed the UN resolution calling for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza Strip. Of course, it's because of the casualties and the war there. So just want to understand the Finnish government stance about this UN resolution.
We see the importance of Hamas releasing, that Hamas should release the hostages, and we have to remember who started this war. But at the same time, I think the request for the humanitarian ceasefire is quite an understandable one, because maybe from a humanitarian standpoint, people understand that a solution needs to be gotten, and I know that the UN we will see how of course the UN resolutions will be kind of like followed in those politics, but of course we are looking forward or hoping that Israel and Hamas would reach an agreement through Qatar or Egypt's negotiations there. Finland has been giving humanitarian aid to Gaza Strip. We have also given a donation to the Israeli side for the MDA, which is under the International Red Cross committees. So we have actually also noted the Israeli side when the 7th of October attacks happened. But Finland is always for peace, and we are known to be a peace negotiator country as well. So that's probably something that we always try to give on the crisis in the world.
Yeah, and I think it's very important you talk about UN resolution is on the table, but Finnish government already gave a lot of donation and a lot of aid to what happened on the ground. So we will see how it goes. And of course, we've seen Israel and U.S. government. They have there's some fallout after the UN resolution. So let's see how it goes after that UN resolution. Get back to you personally. Of course, you started in Thailand before, in Phuket campus of Prince of Songkhla University. Yes. This is how many years ago?
14 years ago.
14 years ago. So of course, this time you come to Thailand, you see the development of Thailand in comparison to 14 years ago. So what have you seen? What have you heard in Thailand this time? Talk to Thai companies and Thai officials, governors, ministers. What are those advancements you see, and what are those challenges you see too in Thailand?
Well, I do see the Bangkok skyline has become even more modern since then, and I think the industrialization of Thailand has moved quite well. I still think it's good that Thailand is investing more to infrastructure, but also to the new trends, which would be the digitalisation and the clean energies and circular economy. So definitely there's been a lot of change, but still, I mean, people are are the same, and the food is great, sun is shining, and I think this is still a place that many Finns travel for holiday. I'm very happy to be here on the work as well, and it's actually my third business trip to Thailand. But first as a minister, so this because I have this affiliation to Thailand, this was one of the first places, and this is actually the first country in Asia that I have took the companies with me as a minister. So Thailand definitely has a special place in my heart. And Pom chop Pasa Thai.
Pasa Thai.
และขอจบคนไทย
Yes.
ผมพูดภาษาไทย
Thank you. Very good showcase there from Finnish Minister. Last question, maybe I have to push you a little bit. Not sure if you, of course, I think you already have the sense of foreign trade in Southeast Asia, not just in Thailand, right? Just want to understand why Thailand stand out in Southeast Asia. Why Finnish company putting their investment in Thailand? Why is the main reason of it? Why not other country but Thailand?
Oh, I think it's absolutely the stability of Thailand and central location. Thailand is our second largest trading partner in the region. EU-Thailand trade is over 40 billion annually. I think there are many reasons, and Thailand is still known, perhaps the most known country, obviously, among the people in Finland. So I think it's a great place to come and do business.
Right. Okay. Thank you for your insight today. We get a lot of your suggestion, your advices, and of course your Finland's government stance on world stage too. So thank you so much, Minister for Foreign Trade and Development of Finland, Mr. Ville Tavio. Thank you so much. ขอบคุณมากครับ
ขอบคุณครับ
More news to come.